Hello and welcome. I am Lindsley Lowell, your fertility friend. Today we're going to be talking about a very serious issue that many women face, and couples as well, infertility. Now, this is something that is extremely serious and has been getting a lot more attention lately, thanks to celebrities like Chrissy Teigen and Tyra Banks. Thank you, ladies, for coming out and talking about this important issue. But let's get down to it, shall we? What does infertility mean to you? Let me tell you what infertility is for me. I will show you what infertility looks like in my world. It is not prim and proper. It is not organized. It is not pretty. It is a mess. Welcome to my mess. So, let's really get down to it, shall we? I have been trying to get pregnant for 5 years with my husband. 5 years, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Now, don't feel sorry for me. I am here to help you. Whether you're starting on your journey or well into the process, we are going to give you some tips. I personally am going to give you some tips that I think are helpful. So, we are starting a 10-part series on the best tips for infertility and you. Let's begin. This week's tip is be your own boss and take command. That's right, kids. You're the captain. This is your body, no one else's. You're going to meet a doctor who is going to become one of the most important persons in your life. Now, I'm not talking about those women who went through infertility in the sense that they went and maybe they just had to have Clomid and they got pregnant. I'm talking about the women who are in it. They're in vitro, they're doing many processes, they're maybe doing some surgeries. So we're talking thousands of dollars, we're talking months of agony and maybe years. So for those ladies who all they did was maybe have to take a little Clomid, bless you, bless your little hearts. I actually have a friend that happened to. She said, oh yes, I struggled with infertility, but I took some Clomid and then I got pregnant. And I love my friend, but what I want to do to her is wring her neck. I want to wring her neck. I want to scream at her. Because if you are not in the process, you do not understand how horrible this experience is. So I'm here to help. Now, when I try to explain to people what infertility feels like, what the medications and all this stuff feels like, what I say to other women is, imagine the first day of your period mixed with PMS, the worst PMS you've ever had, and add on starting to catch the flu. That's at least how it feels for me on all the medications that I've been on. Yes, it's been fun. So, perhaps you are on a lot of medications and riding that emotional roller coaster. And the other aspect is, if it's not just emotional, it's also physical. I'm now wearing my husband's t-shirts. Why? Because I feel like crap. I feel bloated and ugly, and it's wonderful, isn't it? It's great. Oh, it's wonderful. And I have no desire to work out because I have no energy and I'm nauseous. And I feel like a sack of potatoes. So yeah, I understand if you feel this way as well. And it's hard to explain that to people when they're like, oh, hey, just relax. Don't be stressed out. Let it happen. You want to tell them you should go stick it where the sun doesn't shine. But you can't, can you? Because they're your friends and your family and they care about you. Yes. Okay, so number one tip this week is be your own boss, and most importantly, it's about your doctor. So you're going to do research and you're going to find the best infertility doctor for you, and you are going to go and talk to them, and maybe you should interview 2 or 3 because you want to make sure that you really like them, because guess what? You might start seeing them more often than your husband or your spouse or your best friend. They're going to become an integral part of your life, whether you like it or not. So, find a good doctor. There's lots of information online. Resolve.org has great information. Lots of great sites. Now, once you've chosen your doctor, you need to make sure that you babysit your doctor. Yes, you heard me. Number one thing you need to know is babysit your doctor. Now, what does this mean? What this means is, do not expect your doctor to know everything that you have been going through and every medication you've been on and every process you've done and every surgery you've done. Because guess what? Even the best doctor will not keep track. Why? Because she or he might be seeing 30 people a day. So when you walk in, she might have totally forgotten that you did X, Y, or Z. I just recently had this happen to me, and I have a very good fertility doctor, and I literally had to double check with her because she'd completely forgotten that she prescribed me a medication. Yeah, that was fun. But thanks to my handy dandy journal, which you must have, I knew what was going on. So I called the office and I found out and I asked, I said, wait a minute, I'm on this medication. Should I be continuing this medication? And they said, let me check. Oh, yes, you should. Or, oh, no, you shouldn't. Well, guess what? They're all confused over there because they have too many patients. Yes. And the journal's very important because you can take it wherever you want. So if you don't like your doctor, take it to another one. You have all your notes and information. Every time they tell you something on the phone about, today your TSH was blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Blah, blah, blah doesn't mean anything to me. I have no idea what that means. When they're like, your lining is this, I have no idea if that's good or bad. So, you write it down, and then you can find out what the hell that means. Yes, I used to hate those students in college who would sit there and literally write down every word the professor said. And I was like, oh, give me a break. What are they, stupid? Like, can't they figure things out on their own? Just get the information down. You know what? For this, write down everything. Overwrite. Write down how you felt on a medication. It's important because you're going to forget. And then your doctor's going to want to prescribe you the same medication or have you do the same thing. And you're going to say, you know what? Let me look at my notes. I felt like crap on that medication. Are there any other options? Yes. The other thing is that you are the boss. Don't forget that. Do not let the doctor pressure you into doing things. At the end of the day, it's your decision. My doctor knew I hated shots, and she said nothing about it. She was like, this is your protocol, you're gonna do shots. I then found out that there are other methods. So I said to her, are there any other options besides shots? And guess what? For the progesterone, yes, you can do supplements. They're vaginal supplements. Oh, suppositories, sorry, yes. It's such a joy. Oh, we'll get into that later. But it was much better for me than the shots, which were very stressful for me. So that was great. So you need to be the captain. Not your doctor, it's you. And you know what? If you don't want to do something, you say no. My doctor wanted me to do another hysteroscopy, which is a horrible procedure. It's invasive, it hurts, it's expensive. And she wanted me to do another one. Oh, we just want to make sure your lining is really not, that everything's okay in your uterus. You know what? F you. I was like, I'm not doing another hysteroscopy. I just did one 6 months ago. So remember that these doctors are also using you for their little research. So they are taking down notes and they're following what you're doing, and they want to use you to guide them on what they're doing, because infertility is a science that is very new and people don't understand a lot of it. So even the doctor might not know what's going on or why. My doctor still has no idea why I haven't gotten pregnant. So remember that. Remember that. The doctor does not know everything. And if you're not seeing your doctor and you're only seeing her minions, the nurses, and this is nothing against you nurses, I love you nurses. You actually do most of the work, as you know. The doctor glides in and does their 2-minute thing and they're out. However, you chose your doctor because of their reputation, not the nurse's reputation. So if you are never seeing your doctor and you're only seeing the nurse, that's a problem. I went to a doctor first here in Orange County who had amazing ratings, and I never saw her, and I thought that was pretty awful, especially considering you are doing a lot of this out of pocket, and you know what? It's customer service, and a lot of times you're just doing crappy customer service. So, note for the day again is what, kids? It is follow your doctor around like a mad student. Write down everything they say, whatever the nurses tell you, write it down. Write down how you felt, write down how long you did this, write down everything. And research, 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 research. And when you have a question, write it down and go into the office and you ask those questions. Do not let them bully you into, oh my God, I have 10 minutes and da-da-da and whatever. No. You are the boss. You're the captain. It's your ship. So you get to ask the questions and they do the work, not you. You say, I want to know, what about this? What about that? And if they can't give you the time of day to sit down and answer your questions, they're not the right doctor for you. So I hope you enjoyed the very first tip of our 10-part series on infertility. I'm your infertility friend, Lindsley Lowell. Bye-bye for now.